Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Batman issue number 61. Okay, two important things as we're getting into who made this comic book. One, I am going to be giving some spoilers for this comic book. Two, this comic book is going to trip you out. All right, genuinely trip you out. So, let's get into who made this comic book. This is Nightmares Part 1, Suddenly Indeed. I know this is a Part 1 and it should be a jumping on point, but it's not. You have to read certain comic books before this, at least one certain comic book before this, and I will tell you which one. The comic book actually tells you which one. Okay, so Tom King is the writer, Travis Moore is the artist, Tamara Bonvillain is the color artist, Clayton Cowles is on letters, Tony S. Daniel and Tomio Murray did the cover, Francisco Mattina did the variant cover. Bill Finger created Batman, and just something mean about Bob Kane. Anyway, so yeah, man, we see a lot of really contradictory things in here. We see Bruce Wayne talking to Batman. All right, Batman shows up and he's all like looking at the pearl necklace that Martha Wayne, Bruce's, young Bruce Wayne's mom, wound up having ripped from her, like when Joe Chill came after her, right? So it's just like, dude, what the heck is like, is this complete? Is this completely intact? And this young Bruce is like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know. It's like, trust in your mind, trust in your ability. You have to make sure that you honor Martha and Thomas Wayne. Martha and Thomas Wayne. You have to honor them and keep your mind sharp. Remember, recall, is this completely intact? And he's like, my mom was always perfect. Everything she did was perfect. So he's thinking, yes, this is completely, or this is or isn't completely intact. Anyway, this is just Batman being a detective at this point. But how's he talking to young Bruce Wayne? What the hell is going on? How is this a nightmare? What? And then they're going through, and then young Bruce Wayne, all of a sudden, Commissioner Gordon shows up. Is like, oh yeah, check this out, man. We found the guy who killed your parents. And he goes down there and pulls out a razor blade and cuts the guy's neck and cuts his wrist and kills him. Kills this dude. So he kills this person who doesn't look like, the old Joe Chill, but apparently this is supposed to be Joe Chill. And it's like, what the hell is going on here? So all of a sudden this dude shows up and he's just like, like he's his lawyer. He's like, is he the lawyer? I can't remember if he's the lawyer or not. It's actually not that important to the story. It's what he says. He's like, we can't have you keep doing this, man. You keep on coming down here. There's like, what, 8 people so far that you've been killing? And the Gotham Detective Services, Vince was in charge of drugs. No, I think this is like one of the police detectives or something like this. Anyway, telling my boss I can't get control of some kid. It sucks that I can't remember who this kid or who this guy is, but it's not that important. You'll figure it out when you get there. But here's the trick of it. And I'm gonna, from this point on, this is the spoilers. All right. It turns out that this isn't young Bruce Wayne, which thank God, because I'm tripping this entire time thinking, what in the hell am I reading? Tom King done lost his mind. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. Like, this guy's lost it, right? Nope. Slap in your face, slap in my face, and I'm good with it, man. Get right back up. Ugh. Thank you, Sergeant. May I have another? This goes back to Batman issue number 38. Batman issue number 38. You guys remember that one? When they had that young version of Bruce Wayne who was actually named actually named Matthew, and his butler, who he kept calling Jarvis, but it's not really Jarvis, and he looked up to and worships Bruce Wayne. So he wanted to have a life just like Bruce Wayne's. So he killed his parents to kind of try and, make a similar, and he just, messes things up in his head. This is an incredible new villain that we're making here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad, I genuinely am glad that they're bringing this Matthew kid back. All right. This was a great twist. Plot twist. Just out of nowhere, dude. This was great. So, yeah, the end of this, actually writes Thomas and Martha across his cheeks. Like, that's just absurd, man. Oh my God. I love this. I love what they're doing here. This is amazing. And I can't wait to just keep on reading more of this storyline, man. What a great choice. It sucked me in. Like, I was hate reading this. I generally got to the point where I'm like, hate reading this thing. I just got to get to the very end. I'm not going to, stop reading in the middle of it. I got to get to the very end just so I know what the heck I'm going to freaking yell about. Turns out, nope, loved it. Loved it. Tom King can play with you like that. Gotcha. He gotcha. You got me. He'll get you too. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.